Hi, hello everyone. Good evening to all of you. Let's start. Thank you for joining this webinar on such a short notice. This is Shiva Garg, CEO from Sembark Travel Software, and today we will be discussing how actually 900 plus DMCs have fixed their operations, have improved their bad quality leads to high quality leads, and this webinar is more of a sort of a reflection after having a conversation with a lot of travel companies that we work around the year across the globe. So, general housekeeping rules. We have muted all of your mics to avoid background noises and distraction to respect everyone's experience and time. This session is being recorded. The recording link will be shared whom those who are interested post the webinar. And yeah, so before starting, I'm sure a lot of people, those who have joined, I know them personally, and most of you, those who have joined here today, have been in this travel industry for almost over a decade now, right? uh, and there is this certain way that travel industry works, a lot of owners work, uh, but it has become almost muscle memory for them, almost normal behavior बन गया है कुछ चीज़ों का. छोटी छोटी प्रॉब्लम होती है वो अब इग्नोर करना सीख गए हैं. वी हैव स्टार्टेड ignoring those small problems, and there are certain dark reality that no travel business wants to admit. तो लेट्स डीप राइट कि क्या वो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. हमने इन जनरल चलता है हर चीज़ को एक इंडिया में बाहर अपनी लाइफ को सोसाइटी को लेके चलता है वाला एटीट्यूड बना लिया है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, व्हेन आई वाज इन बर्लिन, आईटीबी बर्लिन दिस ईयर, a lot of companies that I was talking to India Pavilion में, इधर उधर दूसरी कंट्रीज में भी, what I was realized कि people were okay sending the quotation reply within 24 to 48 hours. They were happy about it, but the world has moved to 5 minutes reply time. It is okay for your team to actually send a wrong costing wala quotation to your clients and then saying sorry and then sending the revised version. It's okay कि ठीक है, गलती हो गई, इंसान से गलती होती है, भेज देते हैं. And when your team replies to that query, when your team replies to that query, you are okay in saying that the lead quality is not good. Lead reply नहीं करती है. मैंने तो कोटेशन भेज दिया था. एंड टॉप ऑफ इट, जब आपकी चीज़ें कन्वर्जन हो जाते हैं, बुकिंग हो जाती है, फाइल रिकॉर्ड हो जाती है, तो आपको जो भी अपने वेंडर्स को पेमेंट करना था, वट एवर पेमेंट्स यू वांट टू मेक टू योर वेंडर्स, आप उससे पहले कैश फ्लो कलेक्ट करते हैं. आई एम श्योर कि हम लोग भी जिस दिन हमें वेंडर पेमेंट करने होते हैं उससे पहले हम अपनी टीम को बोलते हैं आज किस किस के पैसे आने हैं, पेमेंट आने हैं, एंड लेट्स मेक दोज कॉल्स. तो ये these small things have more and less become identity or the culture of how your business work, and it's not deliberate, it's not intentional. Most of the owners or the management or the leadership team that have joined from different travel industry, you would have realized आपका time most of the time is spent on roads doing marketing, generating leads, and the team that is on backend supporting these lead generation activities is have accepted that this is how XYZ travel company works, and it's okay, right? um, because आप इतना busy हो, you are always busy on the road, you don't have time to course correct, so these errors, delays and last minute cures is accepted. It's okay, right? And you can't do much because ये टीम आपने काफ़ी टाइम बाद बनाई, मतलब काफ़ी सालों से बनी है, एंड ट्रेवल इंडस्ट्री इन जनरल हाई एट्रिशन इंडस्ट्री है. सो व्हाट इज द रूट कॉज बिहाइंड इट, मतलब ये चीजें बनती कहाँ से है. इट्स नॉट वन डे सिस्टम. हाउ डज इट इवॉल्व ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, राइट? तो उसका बहुत सिंपल सा आंसर है. ये हमारे इंडियन बिजनेस माइंडसेट में है कि लेट मी गेट लीड फर्स्ट. बहुत सारा हम एफर्ट लीड जनरेशन में है डालते हैं, और हम अपने आप पे भरोसा करते हैं कि वी विल डिलीवर द बेस्ट सर्विसेज टू आवर क्लाइंट, राइट? आप टीयर 2 टीयर 3 सिटीज में यू वुड डू रोड शोज, यू विल कनेक्ट विद मल्टीपल एजेंट्स और वेंडर्स इन टीयर 3 सिटीज, राइट? आप रोड शोज में पार्ट लेंगे, यू विल एग्जिबिट इन एग्जीबिशंस, अटेंड एज अ विजिटर, you will do email marketing. Most of you would be running a little bit here and there of social media ads as well on Instagram, Facebook. कुछ लोग तो Pinterest पे भी ads चलाते हैं. and then you will not spend actual time to nourish those lead. uh, you would be always uh, uh, quotation में delay कर रहे होंगे. I remember this specific incident when I visited a client's office in West Bengal. We had 2-3 hours का discussion with that client, and उस discussion के बीच में the client was that agent was calling the client I was sitting with, and they asked in those 3 hours 6 times they called कि voucher send कर दो, प्लीज वाउचर सेंड कर दो, ट्रिप स्टार्ट हो रही है. एंड आई एम श्योर मोस्ट ऑफ द लोगों के साथ होता होगा कि 3 घंटे लग रहे हैं वाउचर सेंड करने में. एंड ऑन टॉप इट ऑफ ऑल there would be costing errors, there would be missing details. For example, a lot of services are closed on Monday, right? But your team forgot and they still pitched that service in the quotation, and when the client show up on that destination, the service was not available. And then on top it of ki if I have to follow up a lead 2 days from now, your team just says I forgot, I'm really sorry, I forgot, and that conversion went down. अब इसके पीछे एक्चुअली दिस अफेक्ट्स योर फाइनेंशियल एज वेल, एंड देयर इज मैथमेटिकल रिसर्च टू इट. आई विल एक्सप्लेन एंड वॉक थ्रू इट एज वेल. लेट्स से to maintain a steady flow of your business, your cost to operate a business is 1 lakh rupees, let's say, and you are able to generate 100 leads out of that. And with a modest 10% conversion, let's say you are getting 10 bookings in a month. And if I assume a very average profit of 10,000 rupees per booking, so your total profit is 1 lakh rupees. So for a easier calculation purposes, the ROI is almost 1. Whenever you increase your marketing effort, you spend a lakh rupees, so your cost to operate becomes 2 lakh, and you are able to generate 100 more leads. But it's a matter of fact, as part of scaling, that your conversion percentage will go down, right? Because आप एक ही इंसान है, you have a limited focus, and when that focus is divided into multiple things, multiple leads, your conversion rate will go down. This is true for every type of business in the world. It is irrespective of the geography, it is irrespective of the industry. So let's say you are getting number of bookings 16. So your average profit per booking, again at that 10,000, your total profit is 1,60,000. So your ROI just dropped down to 0.8. So your upfront cost is very high, right? And yet your return on investment remains low, right? Now, as I've said earlier, why the conversion percentage was low. If I have to speak about it specifically for travel industry, most of the employees that we encounter on a daily basis, travel industry mein, yeah, leaders, they are very reliant on the lump sum pricing that they have in their mind. They are very sure of their memory. Okay, 6 months बाद इस होटल में इस मील टाइप का ये कॉम्बिनेशन पे ये रेट है. सो यू वुड गिव अ लमसम प्राइसिंग, एंड लाइक इलायची इन बिरयानी, कस्टमर को आपको बाद में भेजना पड़ेगा, नहीं नहीं सर 5,000 रुपये एक्स्ट्रा लगेंगे थोड़े से, वो कॉस्टिंग में उस समय नहीं ऐड कर पाया था. देन यू वुड मिस डिटेल्स. आप अपने किसी फ्रेंड से एक्सेल फॉर्मूलाज लगवा लोगे और वो इधर उधर सेल डिलीट कर दिया, रो डिलीट कर दी, तो आउटडेटेड रॉन्ग इन्फॉर्मेशन आने लग जाती है. प्लस आई थिंक जो मैं नेक्स्ट बोलूँगा उससे काफ़ी लोग रिलेट भी करेंगे कि आपके कोटेशन का कोई स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मेट नहीं होता है. एंड आई पर्सनली सीन पीपल एक ही कोटेशन में यूजिंग 5-6 कलर्स, 2-3 टाइप ऑफ फॉन्ट्स, आधा टेक्स्ट येलो में है, आधा टेक्स्ट रेड में है. सो देयर इज नो ब्रांड अवेयरनेस, राइट? नो स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन एंड इट लुक्स अगली. लेट्स से यू हैव अ सीजनल रेट टिल दिसंबर 2025 और आपके पास आज होली की क्वेरी आई है मार्च की. सो यू आर नॉट अवेयर कि प्राइस आउटडेट हो गई है, एंड यू आर स्टिल कोटिंग मार्च 26 के लिए दिसंबर 25 का रेट, विच इज रॉन्ग, विच विल अफेक्ट योर प्रॉफिट इन द एंड. एंड देन देर आर कॉस्टिंग एरर्स. सो कहीं पे कोई स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन नहीं है. योर लैंग्वेज इज मैसी, योर ब्रांड communication is inconsistent, hence there is no brand recall, no brand awareness, and you will always have lacking details, right? Lastly, मान लीजिए if you are able to survive, you are able to do your payments well, still payments के टाइम पे आपके सारे vendors का payment delayed होगा. आपकी जो टीम है वो पेमेंट कंफर्मेशन ओनर को मैसेज करिए, सर ये पेमेंट आ गया क्या, अकाउंट्स टीम के पास इनवॉइस के लिए वेट कर रही है, ऑलवेज चैट्स पे बिजी चल रही है. आपका कैश फ्लो हमेशा डिलेड है, मतलब क्योंकि ऐसे अज्यूम करते हैं आज मेरे वेंडर पेमेंट लगे हुए हैं, तो मैं जितना भी पैसा मंगाऊंगा केवल मैं वेंडर पेमेंट्स फुलफिल करने के लिए मंगाऊंगा. आई विल बी ऑलवेज आस्किंग फॉर payments which I have to make payment today. So I will not spend time to actually replenish my bank account, right? And then you will have a bad market goodwill. And I am sure most of people here would know some people. एक बहुत कॉमन हो जाता है बिहाइंड द बैक ट्रेवल इंडस्ट्री में, फ्रेटर्निटी में, कि यार ये कंपनी अच्छी नहीं है, इसका क्रेडिट अच्छा नहीं है, या इसका सर्विस अच्छा नहीं है, इनका पेमेंट बहुत डिले आता है, इनको नहीं देते हैं, एडवांस पे करते हैं, राइट? तो यहाँ से थोड़ा सा माइंडसेट वी हैव टू चेंज. I know a lot of people, those who have joined, and I've seen they are very busy and doing a lot of hard work. But that doesn't necessarily always mean कि you are successful in whatever you are pursuing. You are busy because the system is broken. You are doing a lot of things which might not be needed in first place. Because आप admin काम में ही you are occupied that much. Uh, you are not able to think creatively, you are not able to give best experiences to your agents or to your queries or customers, right? So what is the solution to it? I know technology is new, तो solution क्या है? दो ही solution है, irrespective of industry and technology. Either you throw people at the problem or you throw technology at the problem. आप लोग हायर कर सकते हो फॉर मैनेज एंड उनको ट्रेन कर सकते हो, एंड देन यू वुड इम्प्लीमेंट टेक्नोलॉजी. Let's say we choose recruiting. So recruiting, I know a lot of you will smile as well. Recruiting is one of the toughest job any founder or owner or director has to go through, or the team has to go through, because uh, the moment you realize that you need someone, it will take 1 to 3 months. For however junior the role is, you would need 1 to 3 months in the hiring and 3 months training them and ramping up कि वो production level पे ready हो पाए, right? So it will take almost 6 months before you actually get the result. एंड आपको बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट करने के लिए अपनी चीज़ें चाहिए, देन यू वुड नीड अ सेल्स मैनेजर काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन और मैनेजर काइंड ऑफ अ पर्सन विच इज टियर 1 सिटी में. अगर मैं एवरेज मानूँ टियर 1 टियर 2 सिटीज में 6-7 ईयर्स के एक्सपीरियंस है, मिनिमम 35,000 पर मंथ की सैलरी पाएंगे एंड एडेड एक्सपेंसिव लैपटॉप फोन टूल्स. तो 6 मंथ जब उसका आउटपुट आएगा उससे पहले आपको एक अपफ्रंट हाई फिक्स कॉस्ट देनी होगी. एंड द सैड पार्ट अबाउट इट, द मोस्ट सैड पार्ट अबाउट इट, आप ट्रेन करते हो एंड देन लीव, मतलब साल भर भी नहीं रुकते, दे लीव विदाउट कंप्लीटिंग अ ईयर एंड दैट होल प्रोसेस इज अगेन स्टार्टेड. एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल हु हैवंट स्केल्ड, जिनसे मैंने बात करी है ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, वो 2 बार ये साइकिल करके दे आर ओके कि मैं लिमिटेड बिजनेस करूंगा बट मैं हायरिंग नहीं कर सकता. एंड देन आपको कोई पर्सन टिक भी गया, चीजें हो भी गई, इफ वन पर्सन इज सेटल्ड इनटू योर बिजनेस, your business will be still dependent on judgment of that person. Let me tell you how. uh, कि लेट्स से एक जूनियर है, वो इससे सीनियर पर्सन के पास गया, बोला कि दुबई एयरपोर्ट से होटल का ट्रांसफर कितने का है, उसने बोल दिया 40 दिरहम, 40 दिरहम्स. सो इट्स नॉट फैक्चुअली, it is dependent on that manager's mindset or judgment. It's not factual. And there will be a lot of blind spots because you are dependent on that person to give you reports, to give you updates. And ये सारी चीज़ें if you are able to migrate, then there are those awkward conversation about sir leaves चाहिए, work from चाहिए, I want to work from mountains, I am a beach person, and all of those, sir मेरे friend की शादी है, all of those debates which is unnecessary added stress to you, right? So now let's see what technology can do for you. So if you are available now, not available now after this session, you can scan this QR and schedule at your pace to check how actually technology can solve. Otherwise, I will quickly move forward and show you how actually technology has helped over a period of time uh, people in streamlining their business. So I will wait for a couple of seconds more to move forward, but if any of one of you is interested at a later stage to explore the technology, I will wait. Okay. I hope those who were interested, उन्होंने either would have taken a screenshot of this or would have scheduled a demonstration for themselves. Let's move on. Let's see how actually we can actually technology will help you. So imagine all things starting from a lead's perspective, right? You are receiving a lead, right? So consider this is a website contact form, and let's say आपके पास someone comes to your website and fill this form. Let's say Donald Trump, the most favorite person in travel industry. He is booking for 10 adults and 6 children, and he wants to explore Kashmir for 5 nights, and they need veg food needed. And as soon as I submit this query, if someone inquires on your website, right, what is the way? अभी आप लोग कैसे करते होगे कि आपके पास you would receive a mail on your website, आपके developers ने mail trigger कर रखा होगा, and then you, whenever you check the email, you transfer that lead to your team. But you can actually uh, but actually there is a mechanism where you don't have to actually rely on assigning manually these leads, right? Lead आई, आपने सारी चीजें देखी, and somehow it is automatically assigned to your team, right? Those who is available, right? जो भी available है उसके पास चली गई. पर्सन ने बात करी, उसको लगा काफी हाई इंटेंट लीड थी, लेट्स से फ्लाइट बुक्ड, राइट, हॉट लीड, right? All of those things आपने बना दिया, and you want to follow up on 26th, right? Now it becomes very easy for me to actually, it becomes very easy for me to actually follow up because the system will remind me, right? I don't have to recall in my conscious memory. I will just receive a notification and will work on it, right? If you think, uh, let's say you want to set custom rules like 10 लाख से ऊपर की लीड है तो ये सीनियर स्टाफ को जानी चाहिए, इस कैंपेन की लीड है इस इंसान को जानी चाहिए, तो ये जो सारे डिसीजंस आपको हर लीड पे लेने की जरूरत है, टेक्नोलॉजी विल एक्चुअली इनेबल यू टू स्किप दिस. आप एक बार रूल बनाओगे एंड चीजें आगे चलती रहेंगी, राइट? नाउ लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. मेरे पास क्वेरी आई है एजेंट की, मैं जल्दी से एक एजेंट बनाता हूँ. लेट्स से एबीसी ट्रेवल्स, वहाँ पे एबीसी सिंह से बात चल रही है एंड दे वांट अ दुबई पैकेज, राइट, फॉर 1st of January for 5 nights for 4 adults, right? Now if there was a smart way where I could have seen जो मेरी most selling itineraries and if I can give you them instantly, I can review, okay, 3 star, this looks good, I will just use this code. Okay, the pricing looks fine to me. Dubai airport arrival, Dubai half day city side tour, Burj Khalifa, everything looks okay to me. And the trip is for double sharing, 2 person. Okay, this looks good to me. And I want to charge the package in INR, right? Let's say the current rate is 24.1, and I want to charge a flat 12.5%, and I want to include a VAT. Okay, I have saved the quotation, and I can just share it from the here only, right? I want to mail it to my client, I can do that with a properly formatted whatever I have given, I can do that. It's just simply copying this and sending it. I do not want to give the price breakup, I want to give total price, I can do this, right? I just, if I would have created a quotation, right, without the technology, my team would have spent 15 minutes on drafting this email, this kind of email. क्योंकि आप वर्ड पे जाओगे, then you will click on of this. Let's say it's a B2C client, I can just download the PDF as well. I will show you a couple of itineraries generated from the system. So let me know how much time would it take you to create this kind of itinerary. Right, all of these kind of professional standardized itinerary can be instantly created, like I will show you here. It just in one click you can actually download the PDF with the hotel that I have created, a basic PDF that I have created. You can add images, you can like, since this is a Tummy account, the images are not there, but you get it. You do it once and all of your itineraries are beautifully crafted in a standard format with all of the details, right? Double sharing, 4 packs, 5 packs, and this looks much more professional. And one thing you would have, everyone would have vouched for and have observed, जो भी पहले रिप्लाई करता है that person will create the first and the biggest impression on the customer's mindset and agent's mindset, right? uh, let's say I'm able to, client has asked me कि he is okay, I can actually go make the bookings, right? This is booked, I will book all of the services quickly. Okay, I have booked directly, I will manage all of my bookings. I have booked via TBO. I will always know how many of the bookings I have booked are pending, right? And then I would be able to share the voucher instantly, right? I don't have to wait. Remember the conversation I was telling you कि 3 hours में 6 बार कॉल आ गया एजेंट का कि यार प्लीज वाउचर सेंड कर दो, एंड इट्स ऑलमोस्ट रेडी, right? Hotels, tour itinerary with the starting time as well, right? If you have confirmation, the flight details, right? So it's almost as instantaneous as you can, and it will affect your goodwill as well. One of the biggest struggle that I've seen the companies which have scaled, right, is managing their peak season ka movement chart, or in some region it is called tour calendar, tour chart, movement chart, right? There is actually a way where technology can give you in one click like how many services are booked for the day, right? So for September, let's say if I have to plan for tomorrow, 22 services are planned, right? There is Museum of Future, there is Bangkok to Paris, Disneyland. I can actually click on it and see, okay, I have to give 3 van for Paris, Disneyland, right? Okay, I can see, okay, for this Renuji trips, the amount is due, right? I can actually see, okay, this is the booking amount, no amount has been paid. I can actually call, I want to see, okay, Disneyland park ticket, 20 adults have been not, ticket have not been booked, and this is across trips, this is not one trip. So I can actually call my Disneyland Paris supplier, give me best rate, I am sending you this much, right? And then you want to track all of your incoming payments, what are your upcoming payments, you can actually see, okay, today I have to collect these many payments, so I will ask my account team, प्लीज़ कॉल देम दिस नाउ एंड आई वांट दिस कैश फ्लो कि इतना मेरे को शाम को घर जाने से पहले बैंक में चाहिए. You will actually remind, and these blue dot will represent the live trips, right? You can actually see what are your overdue payments as well, right? On top of it of all, last, if main part comes, is you want to actually uh, track your team performance, like how much business you are been giving to your team, right? So let's say I have 28 conversion this month for December. I can actually look it for, let's say I want to process the incentive for November, right, to my sales team. So I can see, okay, I have 25 people. So Aditya has given me 37 conversions with 78% conversion rate, and he has brought me this much of profit. Well, at the same time, Shiva has just given me 7 quotations and 3 conversions for the 3 tips. So he is doing good. I need to motivate him a little bit more कि आपके volume पे affect हो रहा है, right? So you can actually check your team performance, like how much leads you have given to them, how many quotations they have been giving per lead, how many conversions they are bringing you, and how many pack trip revenue trip they are giving to you. So it becomes easier for you in a longer term. You don't have to manage कि कब आ रहे, कब जा रहे, कितना ब्रेक ले रहे. आप उनसे actually output पे बात कर पाओगे कि भाई मैंने I have given you this many leads, what is the revenue that you are getting, right? So it becomes much more easier to manage your business, right? कि मुझे डिसीजन लेने में हेल्प हो रही है कि मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, मेरी चीज़ें कहाँ पे बॉटलनेक है. लेट्स से आई हैव हायर लीड्स, आई हैव हायर कन्वर्जन्स, बट आई हैव लोअर रेवेन्यू, तो आई विल फोकस ऑन कि मेरी टीम प्रॉफिट पर नई चीज़ें फोकस कर रही है. आई हैव हायर लीड्स बट लेस कन्वर्जन्स, So ठीक है, मेरे पास pipeline है, I will call those leads more and reach earn. So all of this digitalization helps you in understanding and finding time on your organization कि what I need to improve next to scale. So technology can actually help and has helped. There are more than 30 companies which have grown from 3 people to 20 plus people with Sembark over a period of 2-3 years. Uh, because we have seen people being easily able to train, and once they leave they are able to hire new people easily and train them at a much faster rate. One of the biggest clients that we have in North India used to hire 25 people at a time before the peak season, and only 4-5 people used to left after the season, like during the mid of the season. Now their hiring has stabilized. They don't need to hire drastically 25 people का set batch and उसमें से 5 ही रह जा रहे हैं, because they will hire 1 or 2 people who those who can manage, because team becomes easier to train, because आपको software train करना है, क्योंकि all of the information that you have in your mind about the product, it's fed into the system, and they just have to, you teach them कि this is how your product or destination works, and they just select and can start hitting success from day zero. So yeah, that's how they have been able to generate high quality leads and able to convert high quality leads earlier what they were doing manually. So again, I would show you the, like, those who are interested, they can actually scan this QR code if they want to explore more about the product, and we will send the recording link and the meeting link to those who are interested. Thanks a lot everyone for joining this call. I hope uh, we were able to add some value to your half hour evening slot. You would have realized, okay, I am also facing this problem with my business, and I would like to try out, at least see how I can mitigate that, how can I remove that obstacle and actually scale my travel business. Uh, Thank you everyone for joining this call. Looking forward for connecting you with again with more insights